touch and smell, then you come to know that it is fruit.
Okay, that comes to business. You don't want your customer to go to a next shop and buy those beautiful looking mangoes, which might not be so beautiful. Let me take another caller. Krishna Mohan, if you can hear me.
Hello?
Yes, Krishna Mohan.
Yeah, I am speaking from Vidyanagar.
Yes.
See, recently, for this condition in Chennai, they have made a big raid on all the dealers who are selling these mangoes, and there have tons of mangoes were being, destroyed. Why can't we do that? Why can't allow some officers, they can go around these things in the city, they can do that, is it?
Why can't they do that? Now, Hopcoms, now come to you, Mr. Parashamurthy. You're a government body. You know that in the market, they are doing things like that. Why are you not telling the government to take some action? They are doing it. They are killing citizens of this city. Why are you not telling the government to do it?
No, this question, I cannot answer this question. See what we say, my appeal to consumer is not use such type of fruits. Okay. You use upcomes. Definitely we provide good fruits without carbide.
Raghu, I'll come to you. He is in a tricky position. What can the government do? Already we have adulterations when it comes to paneer, when it comes to butter, when it comes to so many other eatables. Right. The government's hands are tied because there are not many people and too many.
You're right. You're absolutely correct. They say if one PFA inspector, food adulteration inspector, has to visit all the food manufacturing unit in his territory, he can do it once in 17 years. He can visit once in 17 years. That's the number he is handling. We are incapable of managing this. But at the same time, you see, there are some things which have crept into the system because of our productivity system. Because see, they say we have what you call as a yield decides everything. Input and output. We don't want an output without an input. So this input output should not rot your gut. So is it destroying the very digestive capacity of this planet? So that's the whole question that we have to ask today. So yield and productivity is important, but today, when you talk about productivity, I keep asking people, do you know we produce 2,000 million tons of food? We need only half of it.
No.
We need only half of it. So half of it goes for animal husbandry. Half of, if you do not know the statistics, that's a different issue. So this whole question of producing enough for what? Why do we have 35% of Indians who are hungry? For whom have you produced? To keep it 60 million tons in the godown?
So that it can
be eaten by the rots and rodents?
I would like to intervene at this point of time. See, we are talking about the mangoes here. In the mangoes, the thing is we have May, June, July. These are the time where the mangoes are made to ripe. And then I think this is not a very big problem which the food inspectors, and the health authorities and even the Hopcoms authorities, whoever have the authority, they should start checking from the month of May, June, July. And you don't, in an area, you don't have hundreds of people who are doing this. No. You have a couple of people. Unlike other problems, I think if you have few officers, if they are posted during these periods,
during the season.
Yeah, during the season. I think it's a good option.
I want to add something. See, at the same time, I request the consumers not to encourage these people.
But thing is, I would like to tell you one thing. Consumers
equally responsible. So we are also equally responsible. As a consumer, we are also equally responsible. If I go and purchase that man is giving to the cheaper rate. If I go and purchase,
consumer is not consumer doesn't know what he is taking. Whether it is, but that is the problem. And then
you go and hit and make him.
At the same time, what I am telling, see, support from consumer side also prevents this.
Okay, a little bit of awareness on the consumer side. Let me take one final call. One final call on the show there. Yes. Vasudevan, if you can hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello. See, there should be yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Where is the accountability? How the banned product has come into the market, how they are using it, what are the officials are doing?
What are the officials doing? How did the ban product? Is it a case of first introducing a problem, then letting the problem become big, and then trying to solve the problem?
Absolutely. They say in US, MNC's technique is, if you have a solution in your hand, take it from you and break it into two problems.
Okay, take a solution,
take a solution and break it into two problems. And tell you I have got 4 solutions for you. You can pick any one.
Okay.
This is a typical way of market-led solution. And also, you see, sometimes, whatever science we talk about, if it is against common sense, common sense, it has to ripen. We can't make everything happen. Some things we have to let things happen.
Okay, it's interesting thought there. Dr. Ravindra, some final thoughts there from you. How can we, going forward, at least have a handle or a grip on this problem?
I think the consumers, first of all, the media, the TV, everybody should, from the month of May itself, they should start. April to June, they should have an advertisement sort of a thing where they should showcase the mangoes where they have used carbide, and then where they have ripened in an illegal way, and then how the natural fruit looks. I think this will give a fair idea, because see, we cannot tell the consumers don't eat the mangoes which calcium carbide has been used. They should at least be taught through the media, through the newspapers, that see, this is how it looks and this is how this looks. And then if they develop symptoms, means after consuming this sort of fruits, if they develop any symptoms, they should report to the health authorities.
Okay.
And this is one way through which we can solve the problem.
Murthy, any thoughts on maybe reworking this ethylene chamber that Hopcoms follows going forward?
Even we are going for cold chambers also. See, when we're going for ripening the lot of this one, so we have to harvest it and ripen in the chamber itself. That we are doing with the allowed technology.
Okay, there's no alternative to artificial ripening.
No, we can go for artificial ripening. Means once we plug the fruit into matured fruit, then definitely we can go for ripening in the ripening chamber.
Okay.
Or else what Raghu says, you harvest the fruit itself from the trees.
Raghu, at this point of time, I would like to intervene. The thing is, it's a very known fact that if they immerse the mangoes in hot water and then air dry it, this is almost equivalent to using ethylene, which is not harmful for the consumers.
Okay.
I think this is a very fair idea where the scientists, especially have a look at this.
Okay, Raghu, I'll let you have a final thought.
Definitely accept. We will do according, we try out ourselves with a small quantity.
But Raghu, I'll take, like Mr. Parshamurthy accepted there, like once you take a mature fruit, some will be ripened, some won't be. You will have to use a chamber, otherwise many of these mangoes might go waste. So there is no escaping artificial ripening?
No, see, this is because we are treating agriculture like a assembly line production.
But what if there is a shortage of
there is no, see, why should the immature, see what we have to do, we cannot just wholesale pluck the whole thing and artificially everything in mass, everything in bulk, produce in heaps, sell cheap. This is the mentality.
Okay, well, on that note, there is.
See, when you come to harvesting, then only you will come to know the problem of a farmer. See,
farmer has no problem.
Raghu, these are all farmed out because of farmer.
Poor fellows.
Once you farmer,
they don't even heard of it.
He is having 20 acres of. He is having 20 acres of. See, he is having 20 acres. See, just listen to me.
Yes.
Listen to me.
Yes,
what you are telling is 100% not 100% correct. See, if a farmer is having 5 acres of mango plantations, you cannot go and pluck the only fruits. See, if in a tree, if there are 500 fruits, see, it doesn't come to harvest at one time. Only 10, 15, 5, like this it comes. So every day can he harvest that much of fruits?
On that note,
is it economical to farmer?
This is the way to say that
see, farmer should also live. See, farmer should also lead his life on the earth, not on the consumer.
On that note, farmer, consumer, who is poor, who is ending up poor? That is the question. Like we said, produce in heap, sell it cheap. Let it happen. Don't force the ripening process. It is common sense after all. But unfortunately, common sense is not so common after all. On that note, let me thank my guests, Dr. Ravindra, Raghu and Parshamurthy. Thank you for coming here and sharing your thoughts with us. That is the time we have on this special Bengaluru's Deadly Mangoes. We'll see you in a short break now. On the other side, the top 20 stories of the day. Stay with us.
This program is co-sponsored by...
With the AMD 6 core processor, movies, games and music become so really real.
Maruti Suzuki makes India's most fuel-efficient cars.
असली नींबू से बना नींबू पानी. Nimbus by 7up. एकदम असली Indian.
Technology that touches lives.
Civil society members led by Anna Hazare have decided to shift the venue of their day-long protest on Wednesday from Jantar Mantar to Rajghat to avoid confrontation with the police. Addressing a press conference, Arvind Kejriwal, member of the anti-graft Lokpal, said they had spoken to the Commissioner of Delhi Police and will fast in the vicinity of Rajghat tomorrow from 10 a.m. till about 6 p.m. Arvind Kejriwal accused the government of behaving like dictators and violating the constitutional rights of the citizens of India.
They have every right to be upset. And we, the citizens of India, have been upset for last 62 years. They have got upset just by saying these words. Let them become a little more tolerant and patient to the people of this country. The people of this country have been facing injustices for such a long time, and you can't even stand up and say this. This is not uncivil language. It is not uncivil language. All that I'm trying to say is that the arrogance should come down a little bit. It's a democratic country.
Baba Ramdev today criticized the government for violating the constitutional rights, trying to kill the democracy in India by denying permission to Anna and team for their protest tomorrow. He said, no matter what the case would be, his supporters will support Anna in large numbers.
माननीय अन्ना हजारे साहब के भी होने वाले अनशन की अनुमति सरकार ने निरस्त करके यह भी पूरी तरह से जो हमारी लोकतांत्रिक और संवैधानिक मांगों के बारे में जो शांतिपूर्वक आंदोलन किए जाते हैं उसमें भी बाधा डाल करके सरकार लोकतंत्र का गला घोटना चाहती है, परंतु किसी भी कीमत पर अभी भी मेरी माननीय अन्ना हजारे साहब के साथ बातचीत हुई और यदि सरकार ने अनशन करने की अनुमति नहीं भी दी तो भी चाहे वो गिरफ्तार भी करेंगे चाहे जेल में भी डालेंगे तो हमारे लोग जेल में जाने के लिए तैयार रहेंगे कि अन्ना जी और बाबा जी के रास्ते अलग अलग हैं, यह ठीक नहीं है।
The leader of the opposition in Lok Sabha, Sushma Swaraj, invited wrath after she danced during the 24-hour fast the BJP took up to condemn the action taken against Baba Ramdev and his supporters. Congress on Tuesday demanded the resignation of the opposition leader in Lok Sabha, Sushma Swaraj, after visuals showing the top BJP leader dancing at Mahatma Gandhi Samadhi Rajghat sparked a controversy. The Congress surely has found a talk point in Swaraj's dancing at Rajghat and has launched a tirade against the BJP leader. But Sushma Swaraj defended her act. The leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, Sushma Swaraj, says she is shocked that the TV channels chose to highlight her dancing at the BJP's all-nighter protest at Rajghat on Sunday. She tweeted saying, shocked that this is the sole clipping picked up as a representative visual of the Satyagraha. It is the tradition of our party that we sing patriotic songs during all our protests. Senior BJP leader sat in a dharna all night at Rajghat protesting against the government's action on Yoga Guru Baba Ramdev and the 65,000 followers who attended his fast against corruption on Saturday. With the government toughening its stand against Baba Ramdev, the Yoga Guru today said he forgave the Prime Minister for the crackdown on his agitation, but history will not forgive him for the political sin the Premier had committed. Ramdev said Manmohan Singh's government had tainted the democracy.
मैंने अभी बोला और मेरे पास फोन आ रहे, बोले बाबा जी आपने माफ कैसे कर दिया? हमने माफ खाली हमारे ऊपर जो अत्याचार किए उसके लिए किया है।